Singers, welcome back to the weekly warm-up. I'm Laura. Today we're talking about breathing, one of our kind of perennial hot topics. I recently found a kind of foundational idea that really helped me to feel my breath coming in all the way around my body. And since it can be very easy to get sort of wrapped around the axle thinking about belly breath, intercostal breath, back breath, this idea was kind of simple and very refreshing. So I want to share it with you today. This idea that helped me feel my breath coming in 360 degrees all the way around my body actually started out in a weight training session. My trainer was asking me to treat my rib cage and my pelvis as though they were two cans that could just be stacked on top of one another, and to maintain my torso in a really cylindrical, vertically aligned shape as I was doing squats. Now, what this comes down to is avoiding splaying between the base of the ribs and the hips. So something that can happen, let me switch my hands here. Something that happens very easily when we inhale is I've got one hand on the base of my ribs and the other here on the kind of front of the hip bone. As we inhale, it's very easy to, you can see I'm sort of collapsing in the lower back and splaying in the front, this sway backed position. And honestly, this can really feel like good posture because you're really lifting the chest. It feels like the shoulders are thrown back. Unfortunately though, this does not help the breath to move around to the sides and the back of the body. So my trainer's recommendation to keep the hips and the ribs really sort of parallel and stacked was very helpful. And for singing, what I found is that I really enjoy putting thumbs on the base of my ribs and then fingers on the hip bones, and then making sure that they stay sort of the same distance apart as I inhale. So I'm going to take a breath here. When I do that, I feel lift in the ribs. I really feel those ribs moving and swinging. I feel the back expanding. I feel expansion and drop in the belly, but none of those things is out of proportion to the other. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to inhale and keep these points sort of parallel or stacked as I inhale. And then I'm going to go ahead and sigh the air out and maintain that parallel posture. When I breathe this way, I can feel everything working. I can feel the ribs swinging up and also have control over them as they come down. I can feel that firming in the belly and that sensation of support as I have some pressure in the abdomen. It's really a wonderful way for me to feel that the breath is kind of all around my body in a way that is simple and calm. I'm going to show you one more time here from the side. And an idea that has sort of occurred to me, or sort of an image, is the idea that I'm driving a car and I want to keep the headlights kind of pointing parallel, not splaying into this shape as I breathe. So I'm going to put my hands here. I'm going to take that inhalation and sigh one more time and keep these points parallel as I do it. So give that a try this week. I hope that this kind of idea or this maneuver helps you to find more access to your breath all around the body in a way that lets you access your full support, your full breath capacity. Thank you for spending this time with me. I love singing with you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to hear from me in a written form, check out the newsletter. Thanks for singing.